His assistant coaches are Corey Coates, Luke Imslin, Brad Wubena, Bill Lester, Brandon Domeyer, Matt Lee, Mark Becker, Brian Klaus, Bob Morris, John Warden, Josh Borwald, Jesse Pop, and Brent Lammers. For the Wahlert Golden Eagles, they went 0-9 last season and missed out on the playoffs for the third consecutive season. Golden Eagles have been to the playoffs 13 times in program history. They have 19 juniors and 11 seniors that make up their 30-player roster. For head coach Jamie Marshall in his first season at Wahlert after taking over for Travis Zajac, after Coach Marshall most recently finished his third year of coaching at NCAA Division II Lindenwood University in St. Louis. He served as a defensive coordinator there. Prior to Lindenwood, he coached at Division I Montana State University from 2007 to 2015, where he served as the defensive coordinator and assistant head coach. And before that, he coached at his alma mater, Drake, as he was a 1995 graduate of Wahlert Catholic High School. His assistant coaches are Clay Finley, Cole Smith, and Jamie Ball. Last meeting between these two teams last year, West Delaware defeated the Golden Eagles 56-20 on August 24th at Brown Field. We're going to take a short break, come back. John Swisher has West Delaware head coach Doug Winkowich, as we'll be back to the Rock Bowl right after this. You're listening to it on KMCH.
Beaton Bender Manufacturing Incorporated is a family-owned and operated business that has been a worldwide supplier of hydraulic shears and press brakes. Like our area athletes, they pride themselves in going the extra mile and provide precision and durability with every finished product. Beaton Bender Manufacturing Incorporated in Coggin.
Hi, this is Dr. Dan Meyer with the Animal Health Clinic in Dyersville. With over 30 years of experience in both large and small animal medicine, Dr. Boric, myself, and the staff at the Animal Health Clinic strive to treat your pet and livestock as if they were our own. Call us for an appointment or stop in the office today. Animal Health Clinic in Dyersville. Veterinary care you can trust.
Preseason is the camaraderie. He's a born leader. It's really fun to watch that, and it's really fun to coach it. He takes ownership of whatever we're doing, and has just done a tremendous job here early on. We've kind of had to modify a little bit just because we are so big this year. You know, we're used to having those 190 to 220-pound kids that can really run, and we've actually kind of adjusted a few things here and there. But from a quarterback standpoint, Jared likes to kind of roll out and sprint out because he throws it really well off the run, but he's also a kid that understands how to step up in the pocket. We have absolutely addressed that about making sure you understand where the first down is and where the out-of-bounds is. If it's a playoff situation, that's different, but when we're in practice, you got to be smart with the ball, and there's no need for you to worry about getting that extra 6 inches when we need you for the next play. My thoughts on that is I'm going to love it. I think it's going to take a lot of that out of the hands of the official. As soon as that ball is blown dead, that clock starts. You've got some officials that spot it and blow it in immediately, and you've got some that spot it and it seems like it takes them 3 minutes to blow it in. So now everything's even. I think I'm going to really like that a lot. That's always the trick week one. You've got a brand new guy, a Wahlert grad, but he's been coaching out of state. We have absolutely no idea what they're going to bring us. So we're in that situation week one where, we've tried to hit every scenario we can. We've addressed option, we've addressed quads and trips and, the pass game and everything that we could possibly think of to have our kids in the right position Friday night. Every week, we got to be ready to go. I mean, there's not going to be an easy game, and we just stay in the moment. We're not ever going to look ahead to next week or the following week. We're going to stay right here in the moment. We're going to get better. We're just going to take every game one at a time. I really like these kids' approach from that mindset. A mainstay staff that's been with me forever. We can step out day one and go to.
And welcome in. They started this game a little early. West Delaware football is on the air from the Rock Bowl. Jamie Vaskey, Aaron Plane, and Bill Logan along with you as the Hawks kickoff goes out of bounds. So that'll put Dubuque Wahlert on their own 35-yard line to start this game, as quarterback is going to be, we'll check the number of the quarterback, I believe it's going to be Isaac Ripley. Going to start at quarterback as they come with a single back offense, two wings on the side. They send a man in motion. They're going to hand it to the first man through for the Golden Eagles, and he's going to gain about 5 yards up to the 40-yard line. Carson of the ball game here with 9:50 left to go. No score. So 3rd and 4 for Dubuque Wahlert. One man under center. There's a man in the slot to the right for Isaac Ripley. As he drops back to pass, rolls to his right, looking downfield. He's got a man out there, but overthrew it out of bounds. Logan Woolard on the coverage for the Hawks, as Ripley was looking for Bennett Cutsforth. And it's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down and 4 for the Golden Eagles. So we'll see what they decide to do here. Looks like they're going to send the punt team down. Bennett Cutsforth will punt this one away.
Yeah, and a good opening stand there by the Hawk defense, Jamie. That looked like was trying to get to the edges there a little bit and utilize some of that team speed, but the Hawks did a nice job there of kind of flowing to the ball and putting up a fence here in this first Wahlert drive.
So Wahlert punts it away, a short punt. It's going to bounce at the West Delaware 29-yard line. It's going to go out of bounds. There's a penalty on the play there as Tyler Traver was mixed up with one of the Wahlert sprint men. And we'll see what this flag is going to be. It's against the Hawks. It's going to be holding against the Hawks on that special teams. I think what happened is that Wahlert defender was trying to get down the field, and Traver held on to him. So it'll be a penalty against the Hawks, so that'll get assessed at the end of that play. But like you said, Aaron, a great first start for the Hawks but on defense, but 2 special team penalties already in this game. We'll go down to Bill Logan in a little bit once we get our first break, as again, this game started about 15 minutes earlier than we were expecting here. So the Hawks will have it 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Jared Voss, the starting quarterback for the Hawks this year. Behind him is Cale Meyer. As he comes set, pistol formation here, Voss going to hand off to Meyer, right side. He gashes up the middle. He's going to cut it up to about the 24-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 5 yards for Cale Meyer, as he's going to be brought down out there by Bennett Cutsforth. So it'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Hawks. This is still scoreless here. 9:04 left to go first quarter. 2 receivers to the right, shotgun formation for Voss. He looks to throws left side. He's got Kyle Kelly at the 29-yard line, and that's going to be real close to a first down for the Hawks, as we'll see where they spot this ball. They needed to get to about the 30. They're going to be about a half a yard short.
Yeah, it's right on my line of sight. Yep, you're right, Jamie. It's about a half yard there.
They are going to measure it. And what a fitting way to send it down to Bill Logan for the first time this season. Bill, I tell you what, welcome into the broadcast here, buddy, as the Hawks, we have our first measurement already of the season.
Yeah, this one's going to be short by about the length of the ball.
Hey, we didn't even need your eyes.
No, you didn't. Yeah, they're not even going to measure now. It was pretty, when Aaron can tell up in the press box that it's short, it's probably short.
Well, Bill, I'm really I'm looking forward to getting your insight as a brand new season.
Whoa, they're going first down.
Oh, all right, first down for the Hawks.
We all missed it.
Wow.
Well, we will talk to you throughout this game, Bill.
All right, have a good one, guys.
As the Hawks do get a first down, they're first of the ball game. As Voss fakes a handoff to Meyer. Now he looks to throw. Now he's going to take off and run. He's got it at the 30, 35. Steps out of bounds at about the 39-yard line. That's going to be real close to another West Delaware first down. As Jared Voss carries, it's going to be short. They're going to mark him down at about the 38-yard line, so just short of the first down as he's run out of bounds by Bennett Cutsforth.
Yeah, and I like that decision by Voss, Jamie. He could have maybe planted his foot and tried to cut it upfield, but the long season, and Jared took what he had and got a good gain there on the first play of the drive.
They hand off to Meyer, and he's caught in the backfield immediately as Merrick Dixon makes the stop for the Golden Eagles. That'll be a loss of about a yard there, so it'll be 3rd down and about 2 yards for the Hawks here as they're back to their own 37-yard line. We'll see how the Hawks do here. Has 1 first down so far on this drive. Let's see how they do here on 3rd down and 2. Voss hands off to Meyer, left side. He's going to push forward. He's got enough for the first down at the 40-yard line as he's going to be brought down out there by Stephen Bradley. Check that. That is Rodney Neely on the stop for the Golden Eagles.
Good job there by Cale taking that initial contact, keeping the legs moving and pushing forward for that first down. It looked like initially he might have been stopped a yard or two short.
So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Hawks. A handoff to Cale Meyer right up the middle, and he's going to be tripped up at about the 43-yard line. Brought down that time by Bryce Onstetter after a gain of about 3 yards for the Hawks there. So it'll be 2nd down and a long 7 yards here for West Delaware. They go quickly back to work. Again, we'll talk about that rule change for this year when we get a second. Voss play action here, and looks like he's going to get dropped in the backfield. He is. There's a penalty marker in the backfield right about where Voss made contact, but it's going to be holding against the Hawks as Merrick Dixon made the stop. That new rule that came out this year, the second the play is blown dead, they start the 40-second play clock. So the team has 40 seconds, and when they have stoppages like this, that is when the play clock goes to 25 seconds. So the second that ball is blown dead, you have 40 seconds to get the next play off, similar to the college rules. But a penalty against the Hawks, I believe they declined this penalty, didn't they? 3rd down and 15. I thought I heard him say they declined that penalty. Is that where he was sacked at?
Yeah, I think that's where he was dropped.
3rd down and 15 for the Hawks. Voss looks to pass. He's looking down the field. He's looking for Cale Meyer. He's got him deep. He's got his man beat, and it's going to go through the hands of Cale Meyer. Coverage out there by Ian Takis, and it'll be 4th down for the Hawks.
That was a beautifully thrown ball, too, there by Voss. He threw it right where Cale could get it, and unfortunately I think the Wahlert defender got his hand up just right as the ball was falling into Cale's hands and dropped incomplete.
Now the Hawks will punt away here with 7:02 left to go in this first quarter. Still no score. 0-0 here from the Rock Bowl. Jamie Vaskey, Aaron Pleen, and Bill Logan along with you, and our special spotter tonight, Tony Marbach, along with us tonight. As I believe the punt is away, and he's going to be dropped. As nice stop that time by the Hawks. That was Jaden Payton lays the wood to the return man, Isaac Ripley, for Dubuque. That was Jake Brocious on the return, but Jaden Payton came up and dropped him immediately. And it'll be 1st and 10, Dubuque Wahlert from their own 34-yard line. So now Wahlert on their second attempt here of this first half. We'll get to some of the high school football rankings and other games for you here tonight. As normally we'll fit that in the pregame show, but again, they sped this thing up a little bit here tonight as Ripley under center here for Dubuque Wahlert, and he's going to hand off to the first man through. That's going to be Nick Bandy. He does get the edge, and I think he's going to be close to a first down before he's met by a whole host of Hawks there, as it's Kyle Kelly who makes the stop. But I believe Bandy picks up enough for the first down, so it'll be 1st and 10. Wahlert. And they're going to spot this ball down at their own 44-yard line. So a gain of right about 10 yards there. Second first down of this game for Dubuque Wahlert as Ripley comes set under center once again. 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. He goes back. Now they're going to run option. Ripley's drugged down at the line. They're going to hand off. They're going to pitch the ball to Gabe Onstetter. But Ripley that's the second quarter. Is that the second quarterback there? Charlie Fair, I believe, that got that, and he got swallowed up. Yeah. Jaden Payton made the stop for the Hawks. I believe it was Carson Petland got to the quarterback and just jumped on top of him and dropped him down. But a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8 here for Dubuque Wahlert. As they break huddle, and comes set again. Bryce Onstetter, the lone back in that single back formation. As Ripley under center, they run a man in motion. They're going to fake the handoff, and Ripley's going to keep it himself. He's going to be tripped up. Now he's eluding tacklers for the Hawks, finally brought down by Tyler Traver. As a playlet looked dead in the backfield. He squirmed out of that one. He spun around a couple times and ended up picking up about 6 or 7 yards on that play. It'll be 3rd down and 2 for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, it looked like the Hawks had him surrounded there, and like you said, Jamie, just a couple of quick spin moves there, and he kind of squirted out of there and picked up a third and manageable here for the Wahlert Eagles.
So it'll be 3rd down and 2. Ripley under center. Sends a man in motion. This is not Ripley. This is the backup quarterback, Fair, as they're going to hand off up the middle, and it's going to pick up. It's going to be Nick Bandy, brought down by Christian Nunley, but not before Bandy picks up the first down. Wahlert converts another 3rd down there. As again, this is the junior quarterback, Charlie Fair, 5'10", 165 pounds. Him and Ripley both listed as kind of back-to-back starters. And now Ripley back into the ballgame for Dubuque Wahlert. 1st and 10 at the West Delaware 45-yard line. As Ripley under center sends a man in motion, they're going to hand it to the first man through. That's going to be Bandy again, and he's wrapped up, and I think they blew it dead, which is a good thing they did because the Hawks couldn't wrap him up again. It was Kieran Monahan and Carson Petlin who combined on the stop for the Hawks that time after a gain. Picks up a gain of a couple yards there, and it'll be 2nd down and 8 with 4:15 left to go in this first quarter. Hawks and Golden Eagles still tied 0-0.
These first 2 drives, Jamie, by Wahlert, you can tell they're putting guys in motion, trying to keep the Hawkeyes moving around a little bit. And so far they're doing a good job, especially getting to the edges and trying to utilize that team speed that Dubuque Wahlert has.
Wahlert sends that man in motion. They're going to pitch out to him this time. This is going to be Gabe Onstetter. He's going to carry forward down to the West Delaware 35-yard line. As finally down, it was Logan Wahlert. But it is going to be enough for another Dubuque Wahlert first down. So another first down for Dubuque Wahlert, their 4th, all on the ground here in this first quarter. As they come set under center once again, as they send Brocious in motion here. Now they're going to run option. They're going to pitch it to Onstetter, right side. He's going to be tripped up as Rempe came over and made the stop for the Hawks. It tripped him up at about the 30-yard line. He rolls from there down to the West Delaware 28-yard line. So that'll be a pickup of 7 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 3. So Dubuque Wahlert, kind of that option offense, they're always sending a man in motion. They've got 2 men on the kind of the slot formation, and they're always sending one of them in motion. They got the single back. It's kind of that triple offense, that Georgia Tech triple offense. Is this time Fair looks to throw, and he's swallowed up in the backfield, brought down with a sack, as it's Kieran Monahan who busted in for the Hawks and dropped Charlie Fair for a loss all the way back to the West Delaware 33-yard line. And if Monahan wasn't going to get him, I tell you what, there was a whole host of Hawks there to back him up had he not. So it'll be 3rd down and 8, a loss of 5 yards on that play. And now Ripley back into the game for the Golden Eagles. They're going to fake the handoff. They run option. They're going to pitch it out to the right side, and he's going to be dropped. That's Gabe Onstetter, brought down by Cale Rempe after, I think they got him for another loss. Yeah. Another loss of 2 yards there, all the way back now to the West Delaware 35. So it'll be 4th down and 10 here for Dubuque Wahlert. Let's see what they do here. I believe they're going to go for it. They're going to send Charlie Fair back out there. Again, the 2-quarterback system here early on for Dubuque Wahlert, as it almost kind of looks like they're those, instead of having a receiver send in the play, they're sending the play in with a quarterback. So Fair under center. Man on the left is single back as he looks to throw. He rolls to his left, looking down the field, and he's going to throw incomplete. So Dubuque Wahlert goes for it on 4th down, and they are unsuccessful. So the Hawks will take over on downs here with 1:30 left to go in this first quarter. Still no score here between the Hawks and the Golden Eagles. Hawks take over at their own 35-yard line.
Nice job there by the Hawks, too, Jamie. It looked like Wahlert was kind of gaining a little momentum there, moving the ball down right around the 20-yard line. But the sack and then the loss for yardage on the running play really set Wahlert back a little bit, put him behind the chains, forced him to throw, which I don't think Dubuque Wahlert wants to get into a throwing game tonight. So good job there by that Hawk defense.
So high formation now for the Hawks. They give to Meyer up the middle. He bounces off to the right side. Looks like he was down, but he's going to barrel forward. He's going to get up to the 38-yard line. Pickup of 3 yards there for Cale Meyer as he's brought down by Bennett Cutsforth. Cutsforth very busy early on in this ball game. As, again, that I formation, that brings Wyatt Volker in, the sophomore. He comes in as the fullback here. 2 receivers, one each way for Jared Voss as he's under center, and he's got a man in the slot. That's Cross Underwood. As they're going to hand off up the middle to Volker, he barrels forward to the 44-yard line, and he's going to be about a yard short of the first down. Cutsforth again on the stop, and it'll be 3rd down and 1. Hawks quickly back to the line. Again, they've come up to the line with about 25 seconds left on that play clock. They hand it to Volker again, right up the middle. He's got enough for the first down. Crosses up. I think the ball's on the ground. He might have lost the football. Dubuque Wahlert says they have it, and they do. Dubuque Wahlert is going to pick up the fumble. Volker at about his own 46, 47-yard line. Nick Cox with the fumble recovery there, and the Hawks will turn it over. Our first turnover of the game. Check that, it was Tyler Dodds with the fumble recovery for the Golden Eagles, so the Hawks will go right back on defense. Again, he had enough. He crossed the first down line. But again, losing it on the fumble. I'll have to ask Bill if he gets a first down for that before he fumbled it, but no, he does not. Okay, thank you, Bill. We got good hand signals. I like it when I get those hand signals instead of the other one. As it's going to be 1st and 10. Ripley looks to throw. He's rolling out to his right, and he's going to be picked up, dropped in the backfield. It's going to be Jaden Payton. What a huge hit by Jaden Payton on that one. That is what we call an electric play of the game, brought to you by Gateway Appliance, your exclusive KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, and Amana dealer in the Big Blue Building on West Main in Manchester. Jaden Payton with an electric play of the game, dropping quarterback Isaac Ripley for a non-loss on the sack, and that is going to do it for our first quarter of play. Normally we take a break here, but we got some stuff to pick up here. I know Bill adds up his totals here, so I'll give him a little bit before we send it down to him and talk with him. But let's get to our other games going on here tonight. Our area online game of the week with John Swisher, Kurt Felt, and Steve Hegel is Maquoketa Valley at East Buchanan. Independence is hosting Olwine tonight. Western Dubuque is down in Clinton. Anamosa hosting Maquoketa. It's Cascade at Monticello. Edco travels to Bellevue tonight. Union LaPorte City is at Beckman, and Northland is hosting Starmont. Looking at the rankings here, in Class 4A, your number one team is West Des Moines Dowling. Valley's second, Cedar Falls is third. Class 3A, Western Dubuque, your number one ranked team in Class 3A. Cedar Rapids Xavier second. Solon is third. Independence received votes this week for the rankings. In Class 2A, Waukon number one, Clear Lake 2, Boyden Hall Rock Valley is 3. In 1A, it's West Sioux, Dike New Hartford, and Van Meter. Class A, your number one team is West Hancock. Hudson second, Wapsie Valley's third, and Edco comes in this week at number 5. And in 8-man, your top three, Don Bosco, Fremont Mills, and Audubon. As it is going to be second down and 19 for Dubuque Wahlert as they start this second quarter. We're still tied 0-0 between these two teams. Again, Wahlert and West Delaware both punted on their first possessions, and Wahlert went for it and turned it over on downs. The Hawks fumbled and gave the ball back to Dubuque Wahlert. They're going to hand off up the middle. I believe this is Danny Steele it's going to be Bryce Onstetter on the carry for the Golden Eagles, brought down by Luke Curley for West Delaware. Pick up 4 yards there, and it'll be 3rd down and 15 for Dubuque Wahlert from their own 48-yard line. And still looking for that first score of the night. First score isn't for the Hawks. As they take us, Tyler Dodds. Corners are Landon Stoll and Tommy King. The Hawks come set now, 2nd and 11. Voss looks to throw. He's going to roll out to his left, still looking to throw. He's going to throw it down the field. He's got a man wide open. It's Kyle Kelly.
Oh, yeah,
that's got to be interference,
Yep.
absolutely. As the deep man for the Golden Eagles was Tommy King, all over Kyle Kelly. He was face guarding him, and then when he got within reach of Kelly, he got his hands on him, and that'll be Dubuque Wallert's first penalty of this ball game.
Well, Kyle wisely saw Jared running flushed out to his left, and he just kept kind of running downfield, got behind the Wahlert defender, Tommy King, and like you said, because the throw was a little bit short, ran into him and caused a pass interference.
So there's the call, pass interference on Dubuque Wahlert, their first penalty of the game.
A little breathing room there for the Hawks.
Yeah,
too.
that'll be nice. The Hawks will get a first down, their third of this ball game. Finally, they get, like you said, this time, I believe that's Jaden. Is that Jaden Payton running on the outside? Number 20. That's going to be Cross Underwood, and Cross Underwood carries it across midfield. Started at the 35. Where did they put him down? At the 40-yard line. Gain of 25 yards for Cross Underwood there. Brought down at the 40-yard line by Nick Bandy. And what a run by Cross Underwood.
Yeah, nice job there by Cross. He followed his blockers. He had, it looked like it might have been Kyle Kelly out there blocking one of the defensive backs for Wahlert. And he just did a nice job of following the blocks and picking up a big gain.
So now Hawks in Dubuque Wahlert territory, 1st and 10, single back formation. I believe this is Volker going to carry up the middle, and that's Cale Meyer. Barrels forward all the way to the 30-yard line, and that's going to be another first down for the Hawks, brought down by Will Hoffman. So the Hawks moving the chains here, 4th first down of this first half on the ground. As 1st and 10 for the Hawks at the Wahlert 29-yard line. They give it to Meyer again, and he's going to fall forward. I think he was tripped up behind the line of scrimmage before he had a chance to get going, as he's brought down there by Huey Doyle. And it'll be 2nd down and 11 for the Hawks here in the ball at the 30-yard line. Ball's incomplete, and it'll be 3rd down and 10 here for the Hawks. They need to get to the Dubuque goal first half, and the Hawks have it 1st and goal. As Voss comes set under center, I formation. They're reverse. This is going to be cross under in quarter number 2. We will take a break and come back. You're listening to West Delaware football on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
This is Phil from Gateway Appliance. We service most major brands of appliances, and we are Manchester's exclusive KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, and Amana dealer. Stop in and see us today in the Big Blue Building on West Main in Manchester, or call 563-927-3200.
Delhi Lumber has products for every home and every budget. Delhi Lumber carries Midland doors, which are one of the best values around. You can see Midland doors today or call Delhi Lumber at 563-922-2404 for more information. Your Midland overhead door dealer, Delhi Lumber. Big town quality with small town service.
Hey sports fans and listeners, Stephen Motors in Monticello is the only GM service dealer in Jones County with GM trained technicians. They like to keep things simple and offer low prices and have a large selection of new, used, and certified pre-owned vehicles. Stop into Stephen Motors in Monticello today for a test drive.
Back into the Rock Bowl. Hawks lead 7-0. Jamie Vasky, Aaron Pleen, and Bill Logan back with you. Ben Petland going to kick off here for the Hawks, as this one is going to be taken by Jake Brocious, as Brocious cuts to the middle of the field, and he's going to be wrapped up by the Hawks at about the 27-yard line, and that is where Dubuque Wahlert will take it, 1st and 10.
Yeah, Jamie, and that touchdown drive by the Hawks, a nice one there. 17 plays, 94 yards. Hawks took the ball on their own 6-yard line. 17 plays, 94 yards, took 4 minutes and 27 seconds off the clock. Cross Underwood with the 7-yard touchdown run puts the Hawks up here 7-0 with 6:29 to go here in the second quarter.
So Wahlert going to huddle up on the sideline here. Kyle Kelly getting right in the middle of their huddle. He was standing just outside of it. As the Hawks are set on defense, Kyle Kelly just kind of worked his way over there and got right just on the I thought he was going to get in the huddle for a second. But 1st and 10 for the Golden Eagles from their own 27-yard line here with 6.5 minutes left to go in this second quarter. I didn't catch which quarterback is in there right now. It's Charlie Fair. He runs option left side. It's going to be Brocious trying to get to the corner, and the Hawks have that covered. Kyle Kelly runs him out of bounds. A loss of 2 yards there as they run him out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Great pursuit by that Hawk team. Again, staying home on that right side of the defense.
Absolutely, Jamie, and give Carson Petlin a lot of credit there. He kind of blew the play up at the point of at the snap, and kind of forced Brocious a little wider than what he probably wanted to do. And Kyle Kelly was there then at the boundary there to kind of force him out of bounds and drop him for about a 2-yard loss.
Hawks lead 7-0, 6:21 left to go first half. As single back formation, as Fair still in the game, the hand of the first man through. That's going to be Bandy, and he's wrapped up immediately. That's going to be another loss of a yard for the Golden Eagles as he was brought down by Kieran Monahan. So it'll be 3rd down and 13 for Dubuque Wahlert. Up front for the Hawks in this game, get to their starters, Kieran Monahan, Carson Petlin, and Christian Nunley. Linebackers are Jaden Payton, Joe Burke, Wyatt Volker, and Cale Rempe. Cornerbacks are Logan Woolert, Kyle Kelly, and the safeties are Tyler Traver and Sam Leckie. And offensively for Dubuque Wahlert, 2 quarterbacks we've seen alternating in and out. I think this is looks like it's Charlie Fair's series as he's still in as they send Ripley, the other quarterback, in motion. He rolls out to the right, takes a big sweep pitch from Fair, and he's going to get back to just about to the original line of scrimmage where he's going to be brought down. So Wahlert now 2 for 6 on third downs. Tyler Traver brings him down, and it'll be 4th down and 11 for Dubuque Wahlert. As up front for offensively for Dubuque Wahlert. Up front is Joel Traynell, Merrick Dixon, Lucas Topping, Huey Doyle, and Zach Bush. Receivers are Tommy King, Bennett Cutsforth. The backs are Gabe Enstetter, Nick Bandy, and, of course, Isaac Ripley and Charlie Fair, the 2 quarterbacks for Dubuque Wahlert. As the Hawks send 2 guys back, looks like they've got Wahlert and Underwood back, and a penalty comes from our back judge. Is he keeping delay of game?
Yeah.
Or no?
No, I think it was
illegal substitution.
Yeah, too many men on the field. Yep.
Legal substitution against the Hawks as they had 12 men on the field, so that's a 5-yard penalty. So it'll be 3rd down and 6 now for Dubuque Wahlert. I believe they're still going to punt this one away. As that penalty, the 3rd of the game for the Hawks, all coming on special teams. With just 4:52 left to go in this second quarter as this punt is away. And I don't think it's not going to be returnable again for Logan Wahlert, as Holt's going to kind of start sneaking in there, as that was Cutsforth on the punt for the Golden Eagles. So the Hawks will take over 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line with 4:40 left to go in this first half. Hawks lead 7-0. I like what the Hawks are doing defensively here, Aaron. And again, we've talked in the past about Coach Coates, how well he does with his defense and how awesome it's been. But then you get that addition of Matt Lee from Starmont this year, the former Starmont coach, who was a defensive-minded guy up there. He's really done a great job of helping out on that defensive side. 1st and 10 for the Hawks. They're going to hand off to Cale Meyer. Big hole off the right side. Meyer at the 40-45. Tripped up at the 47-yard line. He's going to fall forward to the 29. He was brought down out there by Landon Stoll, but it is a huge first down run for Cale Meyer.
Yeah, and to kind of talk about what you were saying, too, Jamie, about that defense. You know, you get Coach Lee, Coach Coates, got a lot of ideas, a lot of good football minds there coming together, and I suspect we look for big things here from this Hawk defense this year.
So 1st and 10 for the Hawks at their own 49-yard line. They give to Meyer again. That one's not going anywhere as he's swallowed up in the backfield. First Wahlert Eagle to get his hands on him is going to be Bennett Cutsforth and Bryce Anstetter combined on the stop. That's going to be a loss of 4 yards. Well, loss of 3 for the Hawks, so it'll be 2nd down and 13 as they come out shotgun formation. 3 receivers split to the left as Voss looks to throw. Pressure coming. He gets it away, overshoots the man, and it's going to be picked off. Picked off, really playing center field for the Golden Eagles. Going to try to get Tommy King on the interception for Dubuque Wahlert, and he returns it all the way to the West Delaware 40-yard line is where the Golden Eagles will start with it here. 1st and 10 as overshot the intended receiver did Voss, and just sitting there waiting for it was the safety Tommy King.
Yeah, and Voss did a nice job of just staying in there. He looked like he was getting a little bit of pressure, and I think he just airmailed it, and King was standing right there, picked up a good return, and Wallert's got the ball on West Delaware side of the field now at the Hawk 40.
Just as we talk about that defense, how well they've played, they get to go right back out on the field. So it's 1st and 10 for Dubuque Wahlert. It's Charlie Fair still in at quarterback here. 2 receivers split out, 1 each way. Fair under center is going to send a man in motion. They're going to hand off to the first man through. I didn't see, was that Bandy? But he's going to be wrapped up by Wyatt Volker. That's going to be Gabe Anstetter. Joe Burke also in on the stop for the Hawks. As the Hawks still leading 7-0 here with 3:25 left to go in quarter number 2. As Ripley going to come back into the ball game here, but I believe he's in there as one of those wingbacks, is where we saw him before. As the deep man, again, is Bryce Anstetter. They're going to send Ripley in motion. They they hand off to Anstetter right up the middle. And a whole host of Hawks combined on the stop there. Getting into him first was Carson Petlin and Christian Nunley, as that was Bryce Anstetter, Gabe Anstetter, one of the other receivers that goes in motion a lot for the Golden Eagles. So 4 yards short of the first down. It's 3rd down and 4 upcoming for Dubuque Wahlert. They have it at the West Delaware 34-yard line. Wahlert 2 for 6 in the 3rd down department so far in this game. I believe they're probably going to be in 4-down territory here. As they send a man in motion, they hand off right up the middle. Bandy. As that was Bandy, and I believe he's going to be real close to the first down. He's going to get it. He picks up enough for the first down. Joe Burke on the stop for the Hawks. But it is going to be a Wahlert first down. Their 5th rushing first down of this ball game. Here with 2:12 left to go in quarter number 2. They have it at the West Delaware 29-yard line. Charlie Fair under center. 2 wingbacks this time and a single back behind him as he comes set under center. Bandy, now he's going to throw. Charlie Fair looking in the end zone, got a man wide open, and it is caught. Great catch by Jake Brocious. A one-handed catch for Brocious as he hauled it in. It looked like it was overthrown, reached out his right hand and pulled it in, and Dubuque Wahlert is a point away from tying this ball game as they score the touchdown. It's 7-6 with 1:51 left to go in this second quarter.
Yeah, Jamie, you're not going to see a better catch from a high school receiver than what Brocious did. He, like you said, he just stuck his hand out, the ball fell right in there, and he hauled it in. So nice job there by Dubuque Wahlert of kind of coming back after the Hawks had that nice drive and now have the opportunity to tie it up here.
Cuts forth to kick this one on for the point after. As long snapper is Lucas Topping. Charlie Fair, the holder. This one is up. It is good. Dubuque Wahlert has tied this game 7-7 with 1:51 left to go here in quarter number 2. We'll take another break and come back. You're listening to West Delaware Football from KMCH Sports.
This is Dr. Tim Collier from Dental Associates of Manchester. We take pride in the environment we provide our patients with a caring attitude and unsurpassed comfort. For the kind, compassionate, and competent dental care you deserve, call us at 927-GRIN. Dental Associates of Manchester, creating healthy smiles for life.
Whether you are thinking of buying or selling your home, give Homefront Realty a call. We are here to be your advisor, negotiator, and facilitator in the real estate game. Homefront Realty will save you time so you can spend your time cheering on the Hawks. Call Homefront Realty at 927-2111.
Jay's Auto Supercenter in Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. That's Jay's Auto. Customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Jay's Auto!
Back into the Rock Bowl. 1:51 left to go here in quarter number 2. 7-7 our score. I heard we were having some technical difficulties with our area online game of the week. That game is now on KMCH.com. They are up and running. Swish, Kurt Felt, and Steve Hegel on the call of that one right now on KMCH.com. So if you want to tune into Maquoketa Valley at East Buchanan tonight, that is now on the air on KMCH.com. Cross under, we're going to take this one at the 7-yard line. He brings it out, trying to cut up. Now he avoids tacklers. He's going to bring it out to the 20. Nice stiff arm by Underwood. He's going to be dropped at the 21-yard line here with 1:41 left to go in this first half. Hawks have it 1st and 10.
And that last touchdown drive, Jamie, by Dubuque Wahlert, 4 plays, 40 yards off of the interception by Tommy King. Jake Brocious with the 29-yard touchdown reception. With the extra point, ties this ball game up at 7-7 here in the second quarter with 1:41 to go until half.
Let's see what the Hawks do here. 2-minute offense.
And we do get the ball first and second half after the Hawks coin toss but decline. So hopefully the Hawks can put something together here quick and then get the ball back in the second half right away.
High formation, miscommunication. Voss has to keep it himself as He went left looking for a running back in the area, and everybody else went right. And he's going to be dropped for a huge loss.
Being defended by the 5'10", 5'11" defender, so good play call there by Coach Wink and that staff to try and create something. If it's not happening on the ground, try and go through the air, and they did a nice job there.
As Voss, shotgun formation, looks to throw again 10-0. The freshman won last night as Bob Morris and John Warden and company defeated Western Dubuque 40-6 in Epworth last night. 3rd down and 4. Voss looking to throw, and he's going to be sacked in the backfield as it's Danny Steele who makes the stop, picks up the sack for the Golden Eagles, and the Hawks will have to punt it away, but Dubuque Wahlert takes a timeout. We'll take one with them. We'll come right back. You're listening to West Delaware football, tied 7-7 here from KMCH Sports.
This is Jamie Vasky from Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester. For residential or commercial plumbing, cooling, and heating needs, and top-quality Lennox furnaces and air conditioners, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street in Manchester or call 927-2232.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all of your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Insurance is a contract to protect what you value most, whether you're auto, home, business, health, and even your life. People's Insurance Agency, partnering with Heritage Mutual, has been protecting your assets for years. Please call your local insurance advisors located at 1212 West Marion Street. People's Insurance Agency delivers peace of mind.
Ben Petlin's punt is muffed by Jake Brocious on the return, and I think the Hawks might have this. They're going to discuss it. Officials still looking at it. Still no signal, and I believe they say Dubuque Wahlert did recover it as he called for a fair catch. A great punt by Ben Petlin, as Logan Wahlert in there was waiting as Brocious called for a fair catch on a high punt. He muffed the punt, and Wahlert dove in, and they kind of had a wrestling match for the ball, but Dubuque Wahlert comes up with it. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line here with 22 seconds left to go here in this first half. Mentioned we'll talk with Coach Becker. We'll also take a look at our Hawks in the NCAA segment. I think the Golden Eagles are going to take a knee and take this game into halftime tied 7-7. And that is how our, I was going to say, is he going to take the knee? That's how our first half will come to an end. Hawks and Golden Eagles tied 7-7. Got Mark Becker, sophomore head coach, and Hawks in the NCAA coming up here at halftime. Again, the Hawks and Golden Eagles tied 7-7. You're listening to West Delaware football on Mix 94.7 KMCH.
The Moyle family of Manchester bringing a new company to the area, Razor Sharp Epoxy Services. They can do epoxy flooring, grinding, and polishing of concrete. For more information on epoxy flooring, contact Dominic at 319-830-2949.
Biofield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Biofield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team, the Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
J&D Catering and Suites in New Vienna provides exceptional handcrafted food, whether a cocktail buffet, formal dinner, or a themed event. Let Diane and her staff create a customized menu sure to wow your guests. They offer an extensive specialty cupcake and cake menu. Call or check them out on Facebook. Let J&D Catering and Suites set your next special event above the rest.
Stop into Pete's Small Engine Repair in Monticello today. They are your small engine experts and are always happy to serve you. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches from Pete's Small Engine Repair.
This is James Halverson, Service Manager at Victory Ford in Dyersville. Our service and parts team is dedicated to keeping your car in tip-top shape, and our sales department makes buying a car easy and hassle-free. Stop out to Victory Ford in Dyersville or online at victoryfordonline.com.
This is Kurt from Hymes Awards in Manchester. We create high-quality awards, promotional items for your business, and personalized gifts. We can engrave anything from glass to granite. Stop in and see what we can do for you. Hymes Awards at 106 McCarran Drive, next to Lightning Lanes in Manchester.
Citizens think your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and New Vienna. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
Call Randy at Rocky's Auto Body RV and Repair for all your auto body, RV, and collision repair work. Free estimates and local delivery and pickup. That's Rocky's Auto Body RV and Repair, located 4 miles south of Highway 20, just off of Highway 13 in Manchester. Good luck to all area athletes and coaches.
This is Jamie Vaskey, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I gotta tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
And welcome back into halftime here tonight. West Delaware and Dubuque Wahlert here at the Rock Bowl. Jamie Vaskey back along with you, and joining me is West Delaware's sophomore head coach Mark Becker as his team victorious tonight, 38-0. As they move to 1-0 on the season. Coach Becker, kind of a back and forth. That first quarter, you guys went right down the field and scored. Dubuque Wahlert had a drive that lasted almost to the end of that first quarter, but you guys had some long, sustained drives, but really all night your guys played consistent.
They, like you said, we didn't have a lot of possessions, but they took advantage of every one. Pretty much whatever. And the kids took advantage of it, and they've been working hard all season. And it's nice to see them perform and execute as well as they did. And you know as well as I do, we've only got 12 kids, and a lot of them are playing both ways all night, and their conditioning and their stand. I couldn't have been more happy with them tonight. I'll tell you that, Jamie.
Well, you guys finally getting able to hit someone else rather than each other in practice, and that's got to feel good for the kids to get out here and kind of get rid of those nerves a little bit, especially on the first night out.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And you can tell early on they wanted to hit so hard. They sometimes the fundamentals, but, for the most part, the aggressiveness and their physical play was just tremendous. We're so excited all week to get to tonight, and now we got that one under our belt. But, they were really pumped for tonight.
Absolutely. Now your attention turns to next week against Marion, and you get your first home game. The kids have got to feel good, and you guys have got to feel good. Getting that, coming over here to the Rock Bowl is one thing, but playing in front of that home crowd at Brown Field is going to be a little bit more of a eye opener for the kids next week.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's really going to be a big eye opener for them, and it's such a great facility. There's not a better place to play in the state of Iowa than at Brown Field. I'm excited. They're excited. We get a week to clean some things up and and even play better than what we did tonight. And like I said, that's all it is just clean a few things up. Otherwise, the effort was just tremendous.
All right, Coach Becker, appreciate you joining me here at halftime. Congrats on that 38-0 victory here tonight, and best of luck. We'll talk to you next week.
I appreciate it, Jamie. Thanks.
That was West Delaware sophomore head coach Mark Becker here at halftime. We'll be back as I will take a look at our Hawks in the NCAA. Right after this, you're listening to West Delaware football from KMCH Sports.
High-Tech Communications is your local service provider for telephone systems, fire detection, audio, video, security and surveillance systems, wiring, and more. High-Tech has decades of experience in the industry. Contact High-Tech at 563-927-4936, online at hightechcommunications.us. High-Tech Communications, changing your world with technology.
West Bend's home and highway policy provides you with one policy, one bill, one deductible, and one agent, all with no hassle and a portion of your annual premium back in cash if you don't have a claim. To find out more, contact your local West Bend agent, Eric Smith, at Parrott Insurance in Manchester at 927-2791.
Hey sports fans and listeners.